Anaxagoras of Clazomenae, circa 500-428 BCE, was a pre-Socratic philosopher renowned for his explorations in metaphysics, natural philosophy, and astronomy. As the first philosopher to bring Ionian philosophy to Athens, he influenced a generation of thinkers, including Socrates and Pericles, who would shape the intellectual climate of the Golden Age of Athens. Anaxagoras was born in Clazomenae, an Ionian city on the western coast of Asia Minor, in a region famous for its trade, culture, and intellectual exchange. This part of the ancient world was a cradle for early Greek philosophy, as thinkers like Thales, Anaximander, and Heraclitus worked to explain the natural world through reason and observation rather than mythology. Inspired by this intellectual environment, Anaxagoras began his journey to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos. Around 480 BCE, Anaxagoras moved to Athens, which was emerging as a center of culture, philosophy, and learning. In Athens, he became the first philosopher to establish a school and publicly teach. His ideas quickly captured the attention of Pericles, a powerful and influential statesman, who invited Anaxagoras into his close circle of advisors. Through his friendship with Pericles, Anaxagoras had access to Athens's elite and was positioned at the heart of Athenian intellectual life, fostering a unique environment for philosophical exploration. Anaxagoras's contributions to philosophy centered around two revolutionary ideas: the concept of nous, mind, and his theory of infinite divisibility. He introduced the idea of nous as a form of cosmic intelligence or ordering force that set the universe into motion. Unlike the chaotic forces depicted in mythology, nous was a purposeful and conscious power that organized matter, leading to the formation of stars, planets, and life itself. Nous was not a god in the traditional sense, but rather a metaphysical principle that gave the universe structure. This concept laid an early foundation for later discussions about mind, consciousness, and order in nature. Another critical aspect of Anaxagoras' philosophy was his theory of seeds, tiny particles that he argued made up everything in existence. He believed that every object was composed of a mixture of these seeds, which were infinitely divisible and contained elements of all things, though one type would dominate to define an object's characteristics. For instance, something hot would have a predominance of heat seeds, while something cold would have more cold seeds. This notion foreshadowed later ideas about matter, composition, and essence in both philosophy and early scientific thought. Anaxagoras was also deeply interested in astronomy, making several observations that contradicted traditional Greek beliefs. He asserted that the sun was a fiery mass, larger than the Peloponnese, and that the moon was a solid object reflecting the sun's light. He explained solar and lunar eclipses as natural phenomena rather than acts of divine intervention, and even suggested that stars were distant suns. These ideas, though controversial, laid groundwork for later astronomical discoveries and pushed against the boundaries of Greek thinking about the cosmos. Anaxagoras' views eventually brought him into conflict with Athenian authorities. His claim that the sun was a fiery rock in the sky was seen as impious, challenging both traditional beliefs and the authority of the gods. Athens, deeply committed to its civic and religious practices, viewed such theories as a threat to social and religious order. Accused of atheism and impiety, Anaxagoras was put on trial. Thanks to Pericles' influence, he avoided a death sentence, but he was exiled from Athens around 434 BCE. Following his exile, Anaxagoras retreated to Lampsacus, where he spent his remaining years continuing his philosophical work. He was highly respected by the people of Lampsacus, who commemorated him after his death with an annual celebration in his honor. Anaxagoras' ideas endured, influencing philosophers like Aristotle and Plato, who grappled with his concepts of nous and the nature of matter. Anaxagoras was a true intellectual pioneer, a thinker who dared to question and rethink the world around him. His courage to defy prevailing beliefs and his commitment to exploring the natural world through observation and reason laid a foundation for the scientific approach. His legacy lives on in the generations of philosophers and scientists who would later seek to understand the universe with the same sense of curiosity and awe. Kindly subscribe to my channel for more educative videos, and please don't forget to like, comments, and share.